Hey there, it's Ron with NXTZEN USA, and I landed in California yesterday. Behind me is the 66 Volkswagen Bug that I'm gonna start polishing on this morning. It's about 7:30 here, AM California time, and it's in really pretty good shape. I mean, there's some sanding scratches here and there. We'll really need to get it back into the shop in the warehouse back in San Antonio to go into the nitty gritty, but the bulk of it I can take care of here. There's going to be some shows coming up this weekend, Friday cruise, a Saturday get together, and then a big show on Sunday. And we want to debut the car there and have it looking pretty good. Everybody that's seen it so far says, you know, what do you need to do anything for? But as detailers, we all know that we see things a little bit differently. So I'm gonna flip the camera around here and show you guys what we're looking at on this car and what we're gonna use to try to correct the problems and then protect it. We'll do some graphene serum on it, also the wheels, but I don't want to put anything too heavy or too hard to remove because we're probably going to put some NXTZEN paint protection film in some impact areas on this. So I want that to be able to stick really well to the new paint. So let's flip this around and see what we're looking at. So this is the 66. A couple of things to still do on it. I've got to put a driver's seat in it and the horn button, but this is the interior of it. So in the shop here, under the lights, looks pretty good. But like I said, we can make this look a lot better. They're gonna do an alignment on it here today. So let's see the condition of the paint. So I used a little ZNR on this side to clean off some fingerprints and things. And this flashlight may be just a little too bright. There we go. So you can see, I'm not sure if you can see the scratches and swirls that are still in it. Some marring. Look at that right there. We'll be able to take all this out. I did do a test spot on this door yesterday, and it's coming along pretty nicely. Not perfect, not flawless, but it's coming along really nice. There's a lot of marring on this fender here. And they've had to lean over the car when they're doing wiring and things like that. So kind of expected. So that's the paint condition. We have gloss black bumpers. They've popped this trim off here. We've got these gloss black bumpers. We're gonna have to put the polisher on that. The fuel tank here is gonna get dropped in. And I lightly polished this yesterday. It was wrapped up in a blanket, and the blanket kind of marred up the black powder coat on it. But this will be visible when it's in here. So when you go to fuel this up, fuel tank will sit right here, and you'll have to open that up and then fuel it from the inside. We can polish underneath that hood and all kinds of stuff. But we're limited on time, so we're gonna worry about the exterior and what everybody's gonna see when it's on the cruise and sitting on the grass at this show on Sunday. Okay, so what I'm using here, I've got some ZNR mixed up in a 32-ounce spray bottle. I've got basically an ounce of ZNR mixed in with some distilled water, or DI water, I should say. And I'm just gonna go through and see all the dirt on these. I don't know if you can see the dirt on these panels here, but a lot of dust from the shop. So we'll go through and clean all this off. I'm not going to need to clay it because it's never been out on the street. I mean, it was in the body shop, but there's zero overspray on this. Now, ideally, I would want to remove this badge here, and this can be removed, but I need to polish this a little bit. So we're going to go through and clean this all up with some of the ZNR in the spray bottle, and then we'll mask off some of this trim. I'm probably going to even polish some of this trim here. Okay, so what we're working with is our Cutmaster system. So I've got our light polish, which has 3 scoops of abrasives and then 3 ounces of the polishing fluid. And then I've got another bottle that's just strictly polishing fluid with 0 abrasives. So this is the abrasives for the Cutmaster system. Open this up, and it has a scooper inside. I don't know why this doesn't want to come off. So it's got the scooper inside. So we utilize, for this I'm utilizing 3 scoops of the light polish abrasives inside the 3 ounces of the polishing fluid. The whole system has a mixing ball in there. You can, I don't know if you can hear that mixing ball, but it helps mix all the product together. And you don't need to mix this whole bottle up. That's just really just a waste of product. And then we're going to be using our NXTZEN pads, the pad system here. So this is the white being like a ultra, it's a real nice soft ultra finishing pad. This is kind of a light polishing, had a little lint on it, light polishing pad. And this is our cut pad we'll be using on our dual action polishers. I do have 2 different polishers with me. Got, and I didn't want to ship a bunch of expensive polishers, so this is a polisher that we picked up at SEMA. A supplier was offering it for free for us to try out. They want NXTZEN to buy them and resell them. Really nice polisher. It's got a removable cord back here too, so when you're polishing, you know how your cords get all twisted up, you just push this little button and it unplugs, and you can untwist your cord real quick, and it's great for storage. That's a 15 millimeter, and then I picked up this cheap one from Amazon. Again, I shipped these halfway across the country. Didn't want to be shipping $1,000 worth of polishers and have UPS lose them or get damaged. We've got some NXTZEN pads for this as well, for all the tight areas. This car, if you notice, it's got a lot of rounded areas, and so you run the risk on those curved areas, if you're not careful and not watching what you're doing and you're too aggressive, of burning paint right on those edges, because your pad is literally, it's going to be like polishing the edge of your finger, the way these fenders and hood and areas roll on this old Volkswagen Bug. So check out this section here. Look how swirled up that and marred that up that section is right there. All right, so we're ready to polish. I'm gonna drop just 4 drops of the polish on here with the abrasives in it, and drop my speed down real low. Get this kind of spread out a little bit. Then I'm going to bump it up. So what's really cool about this, I can leave this polish on here. This polish has a really long working time, so I can leave this on here and grab my other pad, grab this yellow pad here, and I can swap this out, not taking off any of the existing polish that's on there, but we're gonna put this yellow pad on here. And I may just put one or two little light drops of on here, but something about like that. Flip this over, and now we can start doing a little more refining instead of cutting. We're on day 2 here at King Performance in California, and the bug's been completely polished. We've only been able to polish it with the light polish, and so it's got some deeper scratches from the sandpaper. If you're not aware about cheaper sandpaper, it has grit in it, and sometimes thicker or larger grit gets through, so it has these random areas where it's really deep. And it needs a lot more compounding in my opinion, but we didn't bring any compound and don't have a rotary here to take care of those. But for the most part, everybody thinks it looks awesome. The shade of red, this is carmine red. So this color red, once it's outside, if it doesn't have any swirl marks, you're not gonna see anything in the paint. This paint is like deep, rich, just looks phenomenal. We rolled it outside just a little bit ago just to check it out and take a couple of pictures. But we're gonna be applying some graphene serum to it. All the paint, I'm gonna put some on the wheels, and we've got some new tire dressing that we're testing out from NXTZEN. We're gonna put on the wheels. It's supposed to be longer lasting, no sling. So far it looks promising, and it looks gives it a nice finish. All right, so we're down in South Orange County. We drove the bug down here, and everything went great until we got to this event. And as you can see, it's for horse riding. We're on the grass, but we had to drive through a dirt road, so the 66 is pretty dusty. I'll walk you through and show you what it looks like. All right, so we have our ZNR mixed up in that bucket. Got a wash mitt, drying towel. Also got a spray bottle with ZNR in it. And it's just gotten really dusty. It's that fine, silty dust that you get on a dirt road. I mean, it was only 200 yards that we drove in, but it's all over the wheels, all over the back here. See it on the black bumpers. So we'll do a quick rinseless wash with ZNR. And look at the exhaust pipe. We'll get this all cleaned up.
So I was saying we need a little vacuum.
Because the car looks good on the green, but the little white looks like it's snowy.
But it's there. I saw an Airbnb message and I was like, oh God.